Yeah, John.
Hey, Nikai, how are you?
Good.
Just kind of talking about that Cincinnati game. There were some clutch turnovers that really swung the game. A couple times Cincinnati looked like they were poised to score. There was a strip and a recovery. There was obviously an interception. Just how big were those moments, and how much of the defense needs a place like that?
I feel like it was very big. The timing that it took, that the interception and the fumble recovery came was like big, like you said, big drives that we needed to have a stop just to keep points off the board and keep us in the game. I feel like we need more of that in other games that we just lack turnovers. So just being able to keep people out the end zone and force field goals, that's a win in our eyes.
Obviously, it was very emotional for you guys to win that game. You celebrate on the field. How much of a release was it for you guys to get that weight off your shoulder to finally get that first Big 12 win and to kind of break that losing streak?
I feel like it was a little of a release, but now we see what we can do. We see that we can compete. It's all about coming together as a team and being able to finish. Finishing is the ultimate goal.
How do you feel you've grown as a player over the course of this season?
As a player, I feel like I've grown just being able to understand the game and get more comfortable in the game. Being able to make bigger open field tackles. I struggled a lot on that earlier in the season. Still trying to become better at that, just turn my weaknesses into strengths.
What's kind of been the mindset of this defense these last few weeks? Obviously, there's been some struggles, particularly stopping the run. You guys have showed some improvement since the bye week. Just kind of where are you guys at right now? What kind of season has this been for you?
I think that's still the ultimate goal, is to stop the run. Force teams to throw the ball. We have a very good pass rush and DBs that we feel are confident in every level of the defense. So being able to stop the run, we're going against a tough back, so all hats to the ball, and just making that a big emphasis on this week's game plan.
I know you guys gave up the touchdown at the end, but how big of a confidence boost was it to make that 2-point stop and preserve the lead as far as just trying to finish, how to finish and close out games?
At the end of the day, like we say, you still got to finish. Just because they scored, we knew they had to get the 2-point conversion, so it gave us another opportunity to close out the game. And we executed and we did what we were supposed to do, and we was able to make that big play in order to close out the W.
Kind of how are you feeling, personally? This is your second year. You're a prominent player. You're playing most of the snaps. You're a starter. Do you feel like you're one of the leaders on this defense?
Yeah, I feel like I have a big role in the defense and just trying to keep everybody together, knowing we was going through hard times, just trying to keep everybody lifted up and good spirits and being able to have good weeks of preparation and practice, just not in the game, and just having everybody focus on day by day, not trying to look ahead. Yes, we lost 5 in a row, but how can we be better this week? And I think that's the big ultimate goal.
Addison said last night, was it your birthday on Saturday?
Yeah,
so
Sunday yesterday.
So you got the interception.
Yes.
So how's that kind of time? Does that feel good to kind of get something to celebrate?
Yeah, it feels very good. I mean, that was, of course, one of my goals for that game was to get a turnover in order to impact the game, but mostly just being able to play with my brother, being able to play football the day before my birthday. It's a blessing anyway.
What's it like to have Addison on the field during a game?
I feel like it's a good turning point that we needed, that we probably didn't expect that we needed, but him being on the field, just giving all of us the energy, being able to make quick adjustments on the sideline as a full team, I think it gives us a better advantage of being good for the weekend in the game.
What do you mean just to get the win? I mean, you guys have gone through a lot. I'm sure you didn't think you were going to have a 5-game losing streak to start Big 12 play, but to get that first one, especially against a team that some people consider a rival on their turf, what did that mean?
I mean, it meant a lot to us. Like you said, rivalry game, and that being our first Big 12 win. But on to the next week, we need to keep this going. We need to be more consistent. Can't be up and down most of the year, so we need to just be consistent and get our heads straight on task at hand.
I know a lot of the players locked arm in arm with each other, the coaches, when they marched on the field against Cincinnati. Unified front, how important was that for you guys to showcase that to everyone, that you guys were staying together despite all the stuff you guys were
It's very important. Going on a losing streak like that, a lot of teams would just fall down and just be ready for the season to be over with. But like I said earlier, the message is to keep going. Like, we blessed to be here. Like, a lot of people don't get this opportunity, win, lose, or draw. So just being able to keep everybody uplifted in spirit, and just at the end of the day, it's bigger than football. Some people, this their last rodeo. Some people, this how they gonna feed their family. So why not give it your all?
Like 2 more home games for you guys. How important would it be to get a home win on Saturday, take advantage of this home field environment and make it 2 in a row?
It's going to be very important to get this home win. I don't even remember the last home win we got, honestly. But just being able to get this win for UCF, for us, and the fans deserve it. Just being able to knock off a top 15 team in the country, I mean, that would put us up and definitely get us going for the rest of the season.
And stepping outside of college for a second, your Blue Darters start their playoff run on Friday. You got a
for
message for those guys?
They know it's love over here this way. Always gonna be a Blue Darter. I talk to some of them still. My little brother plays. I'm still trying to be that big brother role for the players on the team in Apopka, just telling them to keep their head up. And the culture we have at Apopka is different from other schools. It's never gonna change.
You mentioned Oklahoma State 15th ranked. What stands out about them as you've looked at them?
Of course, the running back, they have a good running game, and we just gonna have to all hats to the ball and everybody be physical. Yeah, he's a good running back, but at the end of the day, the best team that plays on Saturday is gonna be the one that wins. No matter what happened in the past, we're gonna see on Saturday.
You mentioned Ollie Gordon, the Oklahoma State running back. What does he do that has been giving defenses problems? I don't know if you really dived totally into the film yet, maybe just a little bit of a look at it, but what makes him such a challenge?
He's a bigger back. He has a good vision and good feel for the game. Big stiff arm guy, so him just being able to break tackles and get loose in the field, just being that we just got to be able to keep him bottled up, and everybody, like I said, everybody has to run to the ball and be consistent. Everybody do their job in order to have a better chance of winning.
Addison's talked about the year, even though you're still a relatively young player, how much he wants you to step up as a leader. How have you seen your leadership grow as the season's gone on and as you got more comfortable on the field and making more plays?
As a leader, I'm not really more of a vocal guy. I like to just show my teammates, like, okay, I'm playing, keep up on my energy. I want them to be on that same energy I'm on. So, but now going through the season, later into the season, I'm trying to be more of a vocal guy and keeping everybody up and as one, just in order to finish this season off on a good note.
This is your second space game. So
Yeah.
what do you think about kind of the whole concept and what do you think about these uniforms?
I love the uniform. I feel like it's a good tradition that we have. I'm big on tradition, just coming from Apopka. So this tradition we have, I feel like we need to get this win for the UCF culture, the UCF family.
What do you think about the blue? The blue's been more of an accent in years past. Now it's the jersey color.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think about this?
I mean, I feel like it's cool. It's whatever helps, make us feel better off in the game. So I feel like whatever helps us win.
Guys, all set? You good stuff?
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we bring